For each loop. The for each loop is used to iterate over the elements of the collection. The collection may be an array or a list. If you're considering a list, it could be a array list, sorted list, or a hash table. It executes for each element present in the array. It's necessary to enclose the statements of each loop in curly braces. Instead of declaring and initializing a loop counter variable, and you can declare a variable that is the same name as the base type of the array, followed by colon, then it is then followed by the array name. In the loop body, you can use the loop variable you created rather than using the index array element. Now let's have an exposure towards the basic syntax with an example. Yeah, we have got an entire collection of integer type array where we have got 5 elements, and here the for each loop has a syntax of the type like the for each keyword followed by int. Int is forming its own item variable called items, then followed by the int keyword, then the array, the collection array class object. Then the way that happens is that this array class object will enclose all its collection one by one into these items that is generated by int, and that into the items will be displayed as the console writeline method. Now let us visualize this the same using a simple Visual C# code in the Visual Studio Debugger. So here we go for the new project option, then followed by we have to save a project name, and based on the project name we have to go on solving this particular the for each example. So waiting for the browser to open. Now we see we have to take the console app option, then followed by we have to name the project with a suitable name and save it in a particular folder. Then we click OK. This folder already exists, so you have to rename it with a different one. We click OK, and after that we are waiting for the console app window to open so that we can start up with the project. So we now have to wait for the time until the console app page opens up, and once that's ready we can start typing up the code, the for each. So for each does not need an initializer, it does not need a boolean expression for comparison, it does not need an iterator, just declaration of a variable that has to be compared with the class name of the array list or the sorted list or the hash table that is to be worked out. So here what we can do is that we can just start typing up the ones that we initially encountered. We can see that the same array list has been created over here with the 5 elements, and that needs to be displayed with the help of a for each loop. We can remove the extra braces, then followed by soon after the for each loop makes an ending. We are supposed to give console read method over there. Once that is done, we can go for the browsing option. We go for building it. Based on the build, we can check up whether there is any build-up errors or not. So we can say it's build succeed. We can see in the left bottom corner of the page, this would mean it's free of all the compatibility issues. So we go for the start button and go for the debugging section of the page, where exactly output or display of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is available. Yeah, we can see the display set of 5 displays are coming from the array. We have displayed this with the help of a for each loop rather than using a for loop.